a quick story about 2 months in, maybe 3 months in, I was up in what was called the Gale Housing Unit. I'd been talking to the captain because that's what I did. I went out and started working with the captains of the housing units and the lieutenants in the housing units and really started to talk to them about how to get guys to school.
Okay.
Well, I was walking up to a slider, a door, and the slider in front of me closed, which surprised me. And there's a little button you push, and I pushed the button, and they said, "You're going to have to wait. We've got a controlled movement." So they were taking an inmate, level 4 inmate, which is a isolated 23 hours a day isolated inmate. They were moving him to medical, and so they have to shut everyone else out because he's in shackles. So I'm standing there in front of this slider, and all of a sudden the hallway starts to fill with inmates. And I'd been there 2 months, maybe 2.5 months, and there's no officers anywhere. I'm going, oh my gosh, what's up with this?
Wow.
So I recognized the guy, that guy in the crowd, and his name was, I don't remember his name now, but I said, "Hey bud, how you doing?" And I just started trying to calm myself to visit. I figured, if I can talk to somebody, maybe I'll feel better, because there's no place to run. I got to run through 25 guys to get out, or I got to run through this slider that's closed. So I was absolutely, oh my gosh. And I got out of there, and I thought, oh, that was scary. It wasn't 6 months later that almost the exact same thing happened. And I'm just chatting with guys, and it's like I'm standing there with my buddies.
How about that?
I came to realize that this was not a dangerous place for me. And I had no fear. It was crazy, but what happened is I came to realize that I was completely wrong about this situation. These guys want to change. You volunteer and help in a prison, it will change your life. You want a life-changing experience, go to the local prison, wherever it is, and say, "I would like to come in and volunteer. I would like to teach an entrepreneur class." Your life will change forever, because mine did.
Is it emotionally? There had to be. You seem like a pretty big, tough guy, but I also feel like you're very passionate and emotional. Were there evenings where you come home with your wife and you're tearing up, telling her about stories that are just sad, that you're just, did you find that difficult?
It happened about a month ago, that scenario. I go back into the prison now and volunteer Monday mornings for 4 hours. Okay. I teach a class called Captain Your Story. It's a class about what we talked about. It teaches them how to manage their life and how to focus on, living a good life. It's a 12-week course, and it's changing. It's absolutely changing these men in 12 weeks. And I came home a month ago and started telling, just kind of coming up right now, telling my wife about this guy who was in a gang. All right.
It's okay. Yeah.
His name's Luciano, and he's covered with tattoos. And he started this class, and he's actually started it way back in when I first started. So that would have been the first part of April. And he's going through the class for the second time. And as a result of this class, he decided to bail on his gang. And what happens when you bail on your gang?
Yeah, now you're by yourself. He's in danger.
He got the hell beat out of him by his gang. It was hard.
You saw him with the marks and scars and everything on his face.
Yeah. He disappeared for about a week and a half, a couple of weeks. We didn't see him, but everybody said he got beat up. And he came back. He came back to class, and he stayed in class, and he's left the gang. And he amazing artist, talented kid. He's probably 20. I'd say he's mid-20s, late 20s. He's in prison for killing a guy. But he's just something else. I can't hug him, but if I could hug him, I would. Against the rules, I guess I could. But he's just an amazing person.
So you're not allowed to touch him?
Well, you can shake their hands. You're not supposed to hug them.
I see. Yeah, I bet you want to pass out hugs. I'd want to pass out hugs. They probably need hugs, for God's sakes.
They do. They really do. But they are so thankful for a handshake or a fist bump.